I need y'all to do me a favor right now. Since y'all like to keep your notifications on, I need you to notify everybody on your platform. Okay? Don't get scared. And again, if I invite you to the cipher, that don't mean take over the cipher. That don't mean you ask me a million questions. I might be doing a class. My brother just hit me up and asked me, was I doing a class today? So I may do a class today, so y'all can join. I'll repeat it again later on. You can email me. All right? So, do me a favor. Since y'all like to run over here to try to figure out what I'm talking about, or what I'm going to talk about, let's see if you can share this on y'all platform without y'all being scared. Let's see if y'all share it out on your platform without y'all. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna block him. I'm gonna block you. If you share Sabir's shows again, I'm gonna block you, brother. I'm gonna block you. So let's see. And I'm talking to you same day. You already know I'm talking to you, brother. I'm definitely talking to you. I need you to share this to the foundational Black Americans right now. All right? Or y'all still like to lick butt, kiss behinds, because Sabir don't give a damn how you feel about him. I'm 10 toes down, homie. I don't need an army of people speaking for me. So come on, share it out. Hit that like button as soon as you come to the cipher. Hit the share button when you come to the cipher. Remove your emotions if you get on this feed. And come to this feed with facts, not feelings. I need y'all to share this to the House of Reawakening Minds. I need y'all to share this to the House of Consciousness. I need y'all to share it out to everybody. Because there's a lot of stuff that be coming through my threads, boy. God damn, y'all be wanting me to respond to everything. So do me a favor, y'all. Share it out. All right? Are y'all sharing it out? Come on, man. I don't see nobody hit that like button yet. Come on. What y'all scared? Hit the like button. As soon as you come to the cipher, you should automatically hit the like button. As soon as you come to the cipher, y'all should be hitting the like button. We got a whole lot to say about people. We got a whole lot to say about people. So much to say about Sabir Bey. Come on, man. I think my fees are going to go up too for my one-on-ones, man, because people be wanting too much from me. I think I'm going to go up on my fee so people can't contact me. I'm going to do it like a Tariq Nasheed and say, I want $50,000 to debate. So nobody can actually contact me. I'm going to say, I want $50,000 so nobody can debate with me. Okay? So, how many of y'all know about the Battle of Pueblo? I might be saying it wrong. How many of y'all know about that battle? Do y'all know what tomorrow is? Also, how many of y'all know what tomorrow is? You said raise the fees up? Nigga, I'm gonna raise the fees because listen, dudes be thinking I'm supposed to be looking through their paperwork. They don't know I have daycare, I have children, I have stuff I got to do. But niggas be swearing I be ripping people off, boy. Nah, nigga, every week it's like nonstop. So I'm not obligated to look at your paperwork. I'm not obligated to go over something unless you paying me the same way you pay attorney, family. Okay? So the same way you pay attorney, pay me. And if you want to, again, I'm going to do a class tonight, this evening. It's 2:35 right now. They would pay for gossip. Johnson, they would pay for gossip. You ain't never lied. They would definitely pay for gossip. So listen, I'm not obligated to look at nobody's paperwork unless you want to pay me to look at the paperwork. So let's get it started, y'all. Hit the link. Don't forget, hit the link as soon as you come on. Don't forget to support this show so we can keep this going. So I can actually do what I got to do, make more books, feed my family. I know y'all don't care, but let's go, y'all. I may do a class today. My brother just sent me his. I was like, I wasn't going to do it, but my brother Jar always do that, man. He always be sending me the money and be wanting me to do these classes, man. But listen, share this like button. Please don't get on this feed and ask me a billion questions. You can join us tonight. Do a one-on-one with me before I raise the prices up. And let me say this before I get started. All of you black so-called Indian people, you cats that talk about you Indians, listen, I'm going to show y'all what's going to happen. I'm giving y'all heads up. I was in the airport yesterday, LAX. I want y'all to see what's going to go down in the airport. Oh, my God. Are you real ID? That's going to come up in the airports near you, beginning May 7th. So all you black people got these fake names on Instagram, YouTubes and stuff. Get ready. Because the 7th, it's going down. I was in the airport yesterday, going up the escalator. I said, they letting y'all know. So none of y'all state ID, none of your fake Moorish IDs, none of your fake black Indian stuff. Not going to work, homie. It's going down. And let's see if they catch, or matter of fact, if they catch probably the bus too, they're going to probably need it also. So let's get ready, y'all. What's up, Brother Marcus? Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the support button, hit the share button. I'm going to say this again, y'all, one more time. This is what's going on. Shout out to my sister Taisha Lightfoot Ill. Y'all must think this is easy, man. This is hard what I do, man. I'm in my children's life, and I got to pay daycares and stuff every week. Sheesh. This ain't, man. This is hard work. So let me show you this one more time for y'all that don't understand. If you don't have a passport, you black Indian people, that's what's going to go down. I was in the airport, LAX yesterday. And they start in May the 7th. So if you don't have it, a passport, you're done. No, I'm not getting no finances. I'm getting people that try to irritate the hell out of me. That's for damn sure. But I did a lot of books, y'all. So let's get ready to rock and roll. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo day. Welcome to the Sabir Bay Show. Let's kick this joint off. Again, come to YouTube, support, share, and like. I don't get super chats, people, at all. No super chats I get, because they told me I go against the guidelines. And I don't even know if my TikTok is up yet. Let's go. Where's my Mexican family? Where's my Mexican family? While we do this, y'all, I'm going to show y'all some of the books I did, okay? While this track is playing my Karis one, I'm going to show y'all a couple of my books I did. Let's go. Where's my Mexican family out at? Shout out to K-Day.
Killer Pride. Let's rock. How then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? America existed before Columbus.
Rewind it back. That's me in Mexico. This is my book. Cop the book, y'all. Cop the book.
Killer Pride. Let's rock. How then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? America existed before Columbus. 30 about some border when they are the invaders. And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? America existed before Columbus. 30,000 years ago, we were there in Mexico. Where's all my Mochica at? Pop your rifle, let it blow. Go, 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 go. All invaders gotta go. This was for my people, Mexican people. The whole earth is yours. No human is illegal. Come across the border. Every woman and man. The U.S. is the alien. Mexico, this is your land. How then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And now then, can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? Yo, you see the same men living like cavemen coming out the cave, them trying to enslave men. How do we obey them? Better we betray them. Rise up like the Reverend Nat Turner and slay them. Mexican people, get your education. Tell your little children them this is their nation. You own California, you own Arizona, you own San Diego, and Texas, the Lone Star.
Come on.
So how then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? Look, you see Mexico, then look at New Mexico. What is a New Mexico? If there is a Mexico, all of America they used to call a maxim. Immigration laws are a fraud and we reject them. We are the old Mexico, all of America. You see Mexico, then look at New Mexico. What is a New Mexico? If there is a Mexico, all of America they used to call a maxim. Immigration laws are a fraud and we reject them. We are the old Toltec, pyramid builder, astronomer, philosopher, and healer. Mexican people, rise up right now and realize this is your land now. Sing, how then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor?
Can I rewind that back one more time? Where's my Mexican family at? Y'all don't get it. I keep telling y'all, this is very hard to do. Very, very hard to put together without me just selling y'all pipe dreams, bro. This is very, very hard to do. I'm going to rewind that back so y'all can get it, just a part of it. This is one of my books I did too. If you want to get this book, please email me at sabirbayradio@gmail.com. Oh, you're going to get a whole lot out of this, bro. So that's what's going on tomorrow. Let's rewind that back while I get my stuff together because I don't have a co-host right now. So y'all can hit the link when I put it up here. Let's go.
You see Mexico, then look at New Mexico. What is a New Mexico? If there is a Mexico, all of America they used to call a maxim. Immigration laws are a fraud and we reject them. We are the old Toltec, pyramid builder, astronomer, philosopher, and healer. Mexican people, rise up right now and realize this is your land now. Sing, how then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor?
Get out. I keep trying to tell y'all, this is never, ever prepared, y'all. This is off the top. I just woke up, wiped my face off, and came to talk to y'all. So I'll open up the lines for y'all. But come to this cipher respectfully, and you better have some receipts if you come over here playing with me. Have some receipts. So I will be doing my class later on. I want to address some things before we get started. But I got to do this because tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. Let me tell you something. Shout out to my Mexican family. Shout out to my brother Alberto and Sal. When I first moved to California, let me tell you how crazy this was. My brother Sal gave me $500 a couple of times, not in portions, literally something that most of y'all will be in strip clubs with disrespecting women. He was a DJ at a strip club. And he told me about how many times our brothers, so-called black people, was coming and disrespecting these young girls. And they knew these young girls. They were young, he said. But my brother Sal met me on Hollywood Boulevard, Mexican, gave me 500 ones. And niggas always say, I gave you money, Sabir. You should. No, nigga, you ain't give me enough. How about that part? So he gave me 500 ones because I left radio. I did radio from 2003 to 2009. I moved out here in 2010 in California. And I met a couple of Mexican brothers. El Mario opened up his house to me. I remember that. El Mario opened up his house to me. And when I came out here, and my brother Alberto and Sal. So if you ever go to my YouTube and punch in Sabir Bay on WLA Talk Live, you will see those two brothers on it with fezzes on. I was pulling the Mexican people together. This is what I was doing, bringing our people together. And Moors got upset at these Mexican brothers because they was wearing fezzes. Because even the ignorance of these Moors, you could be a nigga Moor or a Moor with a nigga wearing a fez on here. I'm not impressed. So they got mad at the brothers because they wore feathers on their heads, because Moors believe that this is a religion, and it's not a religion. And I know a lot of y'all, watch or listen to Brother Taj and, stuff like that, but we'll get into that later on because I'm explaining some stuff to y'all. So as I'm out here, he didn't even know me. He said, I don't know you, but I feel your heart, or something on the lines he said back then. And he said he went in his trunk of his car and gave me $500 to educate y'all. I never had a problem with a Mexican person a day in my life. Now, if y'all did, that's your problem. I didn't. But what I was explaining to them, that how Mexicans means mixed people. I'm from the East Coast. I don't know nothing about the West Coast, but I'm out here talking to Mexicans. Mex means mixed. So the thing is that when I'm watching these people and these cats that's sitting on these platforms to try to get y'all to like them, to get y'all to spend money with them, I don't do that because I don't, again, get super chat. Because I go against the guidelines they told me. I don't have a Cash App. I don't have none of those things, and I'm fine with it. But I do produce stuff. So I produced this book right here, right? And last night, I'm sitting back and saying, why? And my brother Jar's on, he'll tell you, he said, man, you did that real quick. So if you want to know about the history of Mexicans and slavery, please reach out to me or get this book. I'm going to be 100 with y'all. I'm going to play some stuff with y'all, okay, for y'all, all right? And to do this work, people, it's very, very hard when you have little ones, have little children. And people expect me to do or read something that you're not willing to put up enough money for me to actually read. You follow me? So I'm not obligated to read anything from y'all. Okay? Let's see if my TikTok is working, y'all. So bear with me. The link is up, y'all. So let's see if they let me, if I violate TikTok again. Give me 1 second. Because TikTok be, you know what I mean? I'll be going against the grain on TikTok. Let's just see. Let's see how long I'm going to be on TikTok this time. So y'all ready to rock with me? Come on, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these. Come on, hit that like. I'm just wanting more people to come on the feed so they won't be missing what I'm saying, and then they run with it. So I'm back on TikTok right now. So I'm going to see how long I violate TikTok. So Cinco de Mayo Day is tomorrow, y'all. Let's get this thing started. Let's hit the like button, hit the share button. If you definitely can come to YouTube. What up? Let's go. Let's get it now because I'm live. I'm on TikTok, X, YouTube, Facebook. Let's go. Mark.
Gather around, everyone.
Gather around, y'all. Let's go.
We got a whole new generation to teach. Word up, word up, word up. Mad Lions all on the track.
I'm celebrating
all
Cinco
on the
de Mayo
boards right now. Where you gonna get it like this? Where you gonna get it like this? If you don't like what you're singing, you sing a different hook. If you don't like what you're cooking, you get a different cook. If you don't like what you're wearing, you get a different look. You wanna escape Armageddon? Read a different book. When knowledge is right there, we don't even look. December 2012 got this whole world shook. But look, the last days for others are the first days for us. The question to ask is who can you trust? Respect to all that 2012 stuff. But when you really study it, it's clear. It don't apply to us. Yo, Hollywood lies to us all day. The question is, what does your culture say? Where's your culture at? Who's your prophet? What history guides your spiritual logic? It starts with a story, then it's hypnotic. Then any myth that comes along, you just adopt it. And why? Because your culture, you forgot it. December 2012, let's continue this topic. Turn the page. The present world age began 3,114 BC. According to the Mayan calendar, this age concludes December 21st, 2012 AD. This 5,125-year cycle of time is one world age. Nothing changes overnight. It's all a process of transition. It happens over many days. In the Mayan calculation, a kin is 1 day. The Mayan you and all, that's 20 days. The tune is 360 days. The cartoon is 7,200 days. The buck tune is 144,000 days. And they applied that to the Milky Way. In the cycles, they saw the sun moving across the Milky Way's equator, lining up with other galactic neighbors. We've been shifting for 30 years, it seems, from 1980 to about 2016. The shift is now, it's occurring now. But if you're learning from the movies, you won't know how to survive or stay alive after the storm. Because after that, a new world order is born. Oh, you don't know, man, about their programs? You still watching Lindsay? You don't see that low hand? Let's go, man, the flood is coming. Don't be scared.
I'm not ready for this, Marcus.
Your motor running. Rock with me. Higher level. Higher level. Higher level. Higher level. Higher level. Higher level. Yep, it's all mass control. Here's the philosophy. Cortez knew about the Aztec prophecy. Before he invaded their society, he studied their cultural psychology. He knew they had armor, guns, and speed, so he arrived in the Aztec. Before he invaded their society, he studied their cultural psychology. He knew they had armor, speed. Cortez knew about the Aztec prophecy. Before he invaded their society, he studied their cultural psychology. He knew they had armor, guns, and speed, so he arrived in the Aztec year Juan Reed. That's the year Quetzalcoatl was prophesied to return from exile. In fact, Cortez played out the Aztec myth and took away those people's will to resist. Cortez played on religious beliefs and blinded the Aztecs because he was a thief. Look, the Yucatan, that's a Mayan book of cycles. It lets the Mayans know when the gods are gonna strike you. In fact, every 13 cartoons you see, the Mayans are visited with a catastrophe. So every 256 or 7 years, the Mayan people live with this fear. So on the island of Payasaur, now Flores, the Spanish came on with this knowledge. They knew, according to the Mayan heavens, that the next cycle was 1697. So as the Mayans stood there fixed on the heavens, the Spanish showed up with all their weapons. March 13th, 1697, the Mayan people learned a terrible lesson. Your fears and tears are used against you, because 80% of world control is mental. But back to the Mayans and getting some more. 257 years after Tyre saw a U.S.-backed coup overthrows their democracy in 1954. That's exactly 257 years from when the Spaniards arrived at their shores. I'm getting to the core of the lesson. Let's see what happens in 2211. That's the next cycle. The people remember, like 2012, the 21st of December. Your consciousness may shift. You may turn the light, but you are the universe. You're gonna be alright. The pole may shift, your soul may lift the higher consciousness, but you know all this. The edutainment style will persist. Forget the fear. It's knowledge that runs all this. Higher level.
There's a whole lot of this song, so you know, get it.
Not lying, we going up.
A whole lot of this.
Yo, give him that
Shut up,
track.
man, lying.
Mad Lions all on the track. Rock that shit.
Rock
that. Rocking them drums. Do your thing, man. Rock on.
Why everybody want to type instead of coming on the feed? Why do you want to type instead of coming on the feed, Marcus? Come on. Let me tell you something. If you're going to critique me, you better be better than me or great as me. I keep trying to tell you that. If you're going to sit back and critique and not come on his feed with some receipts. Have you ever seen Cortez, brother? Marcus? Anybody on the feed ever seen Cortez? Like literally, Cortez. Let me help y'all out. Give me 1 second.
What are you talking about, Sabir?
Cortez. He just mentioned Cortez. You didn't hear that song? What he just said?
I did.
Cortez knew about the Aztec what? But let me see if I can pull Cortez up for y'all. There you go. Where do you think this is at? Give me 1 second. Where the hell y'all think this is at? It ain't online. I ain't pull it up online, but you see his name? Cortez? Where do you think this is at? Anybody? What's up, brother Rob?
Salute, fam.
I told people, man, this is a very hard job to do. I don't be sitting back watching people's videos, pulling stuff up online. Do anybody know where this statue's at? Man, when you find out about Cinco de Mayo Day, brother, oh my God. Woo. Yes, there they go. It's in Spain. What part of Spain is in? We're gonna help them out, bro. This is what people wouldn't pay for. Nope, it's in Seville.
Seville, Spain.
I'm gonna help them out. Give me 1 second. You ready? I'm gonna show you why I said this is very hard work. I don't sit back and watch people's videos and repeat what people says, but let me help y'all out. You see what that says right there? Where I'm standing out, I was dark on here, Marcus. Damn, look how dark I got being in that hot sun. It was like 120 something degrees outside. You see that says the Archives of General de Indies? That was in Seville, right? But let me share this with you. I'm going to show you how I travel. I don't play. You see that? So imagine having this book with you too. Oh my God. The Destructions of the Indies. Guess what it says in this book, bro? It talks about the Moors too.
But of course.
Think about it for a second. Y'all don't get it yet? Don't hide behind here in the shadows. Come on the feed if I'm wrong about something. So I'm sitting here. That's where it's at. And if you go inside this building, right, there's actually pictures of us inside there. Literally, it's crazy inside there. So when people be trying to argue with me, I'm gonna say, show me your sources. Where have you been at? But let me see if I can pull something else up. Right? So as I'm in there, I said, damn, okay, it's starting to make sense. So there is a connection between Spain and America. That's why I did the book yesterday. So y'all can understand the connection. Like I said, this is very hard work, people. I'm going to show you a little bit more before we get into this, okay? This is in Spain also, when it was about 100 and something degrees outside. I want you to see the plaque that's out there. Can you see that? You couldn't even really see it. It was so damn sunny out there. 1492. This is in Spain also. That's in Cordoba. So what happened around 1492 that Negroes don't want to talk about? You keep telling me about slavery. That's actually in Cordoba, Spain. On a hot ass day. And let me help y'all out. I'm gonna see if I can make this make sense. I'm gonna show you what we interested in and want to blame everybody else because somebody sent me a video. Oh, this is what I want to show you. Who travels overseas with books like this? Somebody said, do you have your own suitcase? Look, somebody said, do you have your own bookcase? Look, that's what I was traveling overseas with. Who the hell goes to Spain with all these goddamn books? The Spanish armories. Look at this. The Inquisition, the Moors in Spain. Who does this? So I'm traveling to all these places trying to put this puzzle together where y'all think I'll be sitting online internet surfing. Nah, bro, I'll be trying to figure this thing out. All these are my books. This is in the garage. The Conquistadors with Tariq Nasheed got the edit up Hidden Colors. Y'all think it's a game with me? You think that I don't go to these places with these books? I'm going through airports. They be trying to figure out like, what the hell do you do? So I want y'all to understand how this works. That's a lot of work, B. None of those books are free. I don't know about y'all, but I used to say, let's do a $5 discount. But karma's a mug. But then again, I don't know, because niggas love to watch videos and steal severe based stuff and say they're not stealing it, but never say where they got the information from. So I can show you the difference of going to these places, even though I have, like I said, young children, little children. But I'm gonna go find the information and try to make that connection. Y'all can steal the page, y'all. Take a picture, it lasts longer. Some of you conscious Moors too. So I never sold paperwork to no one at all. I don't sell paperwork. And Rob, have I ever sold you paperwork, Rob? Even my brother Marcus, have I ever sold you paperwork, or did I say buy the books, the Constitution, law books, or pay me for my time or show you something? Did I ever sell you any paperwork?
Nope. Sold me some hood once though.
I'm done. So some right? So the wild part about it, right? People, you ever hear this thing called guilt by association?
All day.
Right? Guilt by association, right? So my son got killed on the lines of those things too. And somebody linked me and talk about Taj. Taj is my brother. Abdul is my brother. A lot of Moors are my brothers, but I don't agree with nothing a lot of stuff that they say because it's not factual. It's truly not. So somebody left me a message on Facebook. This brother, I want y'all to hear something, because this is what we do. We follow behind people, and people can argue all you want, and y'all can listen, you can share this to Dr. G, whatever. Dr. G don't have me on them shows. And I'm gonna be, she had you on her show before. No, brother, y'all don't understand. I'm not creating no division in this, but I want y'all to understand something. Right? I will get on the feed with any of them on any of their platforms and talk with them. But this brother actually left this on my Facebook. I used to follow you and Taj, and I wanted to believe it all. First of all, believe. You can ask me questions. I'm on here every day. Taj is not on a feed every day. Taj doesn't do a video twice a day, and you can interact with him. This is the difference. And this is not a stab on brother Taj. I need y'all to deal with reality. This is not a stab on Taj. Taj only do that show Fridays. Also, Dr. G controls who leave comments or who comments they respond to. If I'm wrong about something, please let me know. There's a difference when you can hit a person, right? And it's not about arguing, because you do have to have control. I'm so good at what I do, no matter if it's negative or positive, I'm going to keep it flowing. That's how I am. So some things when people say, the House of Reawakening Minds, it's called the House of Reawakening Minds. I can't even watch that show. I'm going to be real with y'all. Tara told you I'm transparent, brother. I'll be getting migraine headaches sometimes with these things. So the thing is, Taj is an elder to the point like a grandfather that would actually just talks to you. But most people, we believe things instead of what? Researching them, right? You will believe somebody and then throw Sabir in that pot when you can never, ever, ever, ever find me saying, use this as bulletproof. I'm going to say, let's sit inside of a law library. Am I lying, Rob? I say,
No lies told.
How many times, Marcus, you saw me in a law library?
At least 5, 6 already.
Right? I don't say follow me. I don't talk about the Treaty of Verona and all these. I don't talk Om Sanctum. I'm going to show you what these things are. And this is the difference of teaching people, because what it is with our people, most people like to follow people. You follow me? We follow without researching. And this is why most people get burnt. So I looked at this and I said, wait a minute. I lost a lot of money. He didn't lose no money on me. No, he did not. I'm going to explain to y'all why. And if I'm wrong, y'all can hit the link. I'm going to tell you why. And got people killed and locked up. I said, damn. I can understand. I'm going to be real with y'all. I can understand why people get upset. I can understand. I'm going to be real with you. I can understand why people be back away from this. And then what it does, it makes other people don't want to deal with this. That's why I said deal with facts. But Taj is not a person that answers questions. That's the difference. He do not answer the questions. So there's things that I can tell y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. There's things I can tell y'all that these people that y'all watch, my brother Yasin Bey was entirely upset about something happened. I don't need to get into it right now, but anybody know what I know. It's some things that's going on with these Moors, brother, that's selling y'all these pipe dreams, brother. Believe me. Trust me. So anytime you hear me speak, I do this. He said a belief system, right? How about dealing with facts? Facts, as you know, can always prove true. They can be counted, measured, or documented in some way. Opinions are what people believe or think, because people often use facts to back up their opinions. See, y'all don't ask them where the facts at. Y'all don't get it. You don't ask them where. Are you following me?
Yep.
You never seen him do. Listen, if you saw him do a Q&A, and I'm not knocking Taj, did y'all hear what I said? There are certain things. It's not like you're talking to me on here. That's not how the House of Reawakening works. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
You interact with the individual, right? Then you will say, this is where you find this at. This is where you find it at.
You're about the only one that does it, actually.
I thank you. And this is the thing, they get mad at me because of that. Why you think you don't see me on the House of Reawakening Minds? I don't mind going over there. I told you I can lighten this whole thing up and make it make sense. You think you better than everybody else. So everybody, no, brother, I'm not. This is why I sit back, brother, and it's not Taj per se. It's people who would take what side Taj say, right? And then they will actually capitalize off of what Taj is saying. And then they will actually link me to Taj because of what I just said, guilt by association, right? So now they think that I would sell them paperwork. Let me show you what I'm talking about, bro. But you would never pay me thousands of dollars to explain this. Look what I'm talking about. You ready? This is what people do.
Let's go.
Look, now look at this. This is what they do when they find out this. You can't own a birth certificate. I told you they can lock you up for this.
Certificate authentication. They coming in. This the real flex.
Todd
This
was
the
not
real
my
flex.
teacher, brother.
When you say you got your status corrected, all that bankroll, no.
Listen to this.
You handling your business, and y'all taking this serious,
What's them bills?
and in the
No, they
power
birth certificate.
of correcting your status
Listen,
and claiming your diplomatic status,
you see what I'm saying? Listen to this.
ain't nothing more stronger than I don't care what somebody got going on. If you haven't filed a Form 56,
Listen,
if you haven't filed a Form 2848, if you haven't let the Secretary of State know, Attorney General know that you are now age of majority in writing, they don't do it for you. If you haven't put these agencies on notice that you are age of majority,
boy.
Yeah.
still lost. Like for real. I'm receiving y'all birth certificate authentication. They coming in.
Listen, fam. And let me clear this up. Taj was not my teacher, people. So please stop saying that. He was not. Let me explain to y'all the history. It was a brother by the name of Kamar Gabriel. Stop saying he was my teacher. I did not meet Taj until 3 years later. 2 to 3 whole years later. I did not meet Taj till then. So please don't do that to yourself, people. So by this particular time, when I got into this, there was a brother by the name of Kamar Gabriel. Kamar Gabriel, I was a Sunni Muslim with the whole beard, you know, Philly, kufi on, jalabia on. And the brother invited me to his house. And when Kamar invited me to his house, I sat there and I said, you know, I was against it, nigga. You don't say no other prophet is prophet, bro. That's how it was with me with Sunni Islam. So I'm in the house. I'm being 100. I got the Sunni beard.
You had the full beard and everything.
I had the full beard and all that, homie. I'm gonna see if I can find my old picture with that. I started cutting my beard off later, right? Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. I had the Sunni beard, bro. Y'all know Philly. If I can find it, it's somewhere in here. Yeah, the Sunni beard, y'all know, like the freeway beards, nigga. So what happened? I used to see Kamar with his fez on his head all the time, right? And I'll be trying to figure out what is that? Because mind you, my neighbor were Moorish Americans. But they never told us that we were Moors, my neighbors, Moorish Americans. But they never told us that we were Moors, right? And then I got older and I started challenging them because I had an issue with them also. They was eels. I'm trying to find a picture, bro. I used to have it in my wallet. Oh, here you go. I think I got it. This is the process of, this is the time I started cutting. I can't make this off, bro. You see that? That's Jose Pimentel, but that's my son.
Wow.
That's my son Amir right there. That got killed. That's Jose Pimentel Bay. Right? This is in 2003. This is in 2003. Right? So imagine that was the process of cutting the beard off, because I used to go like this. Right? So Kamar invited me to his house. In the first book he gave me, Kamar wasn't even dealing with none of the Moors because the Moors burnt him out. That's why y'all don't know about him. They burnt him out. And he taught Valerie Rahari Bey, the one that y'all watch. Y'all know, Val. I got the VHS over there. So what happened, he felt burnt out because people was taking advantage of you. And this is what I'm feeling right now with Moors that think I'm obligated to do something for them. I'm not obligated. And I have children. He didn't have no kids. He just disappeared and had a beautiful family. Right? And again, this is the thing when you have people who are selling you or just saying things to you just to say things to you. Most Moors cannot fly on a plane because they don't have the right idea. I just told y'all what's going to happen on May 7th. Are y'all following me? I just told y'all what's going to happen. But they'll tell you everything under the sun why they won't fly, which I know why they won't fly. It ain't my business to tell y'all, but I will if you put me in a room with them. So on May the 7th, I was in the airport yesterday. That's it right there. I was in LAX. This is what they give you when you walk up the escalator. On May 7th, the real ID is going to be enforced. That means that you can't use no other ID getting on a plane, not even your driver's license, unless you have a passport. Are y'all getting this yet? And you can't go in certain federal buildings either. I'm just giving y'all heads up. So I don't sell paperwork to people. If you have a passport, y'all should look it up. The passport supersedes all of that. I have a passport. You can't use the real ID and over.
Oh yeah, we already looked that up.
You looked it up? Okay, so you looked it up. I'm not lying then, right? Okay.
Oh yeah, we did that in another episode.
Yeah. So this is the key. The passport supersedes all of that. And the reason why most are not going to get a passport because they can't get a passport. And if they get the passport, what name do you think they're going to have it in? I'm trying to tell y'all need to get with my classes, man. I told you, my brother want me to do the class tonight. There you go.
I was going to ask you when the class is tonight.
Yeah, if anybody dropped their money, he the only one that paid. I'm being real with y'all. Listen, I'm to a point, brother. I'm fine. It's going to be on 11th. Jar, what is this going to be on 11th and the 13th Amendment, I think it is. So this is the crazy part. Don't ever tell me how much I'm worth or my time, because I know what I can bring people. Stop speaking about SETI if SETI's not here, people. Please stop bringing up SETI. SETI's not here to speak for himself. So what you can do is share that out to them. Are you following me? So, again, people like that who sell people birth certificates, you will be arrested. Dead serious. Because to get the real ID, to get the real passport, it's called the real life birth or something like that, the original. So I'm sitting back listening to these dudes sell us, and I'm like, nigga, like, for you see how much he had right there? You see how crazy people were giving that? I said, this can't be in 2025. People still doing stuff like that. They cannot be doing that in 2025. And I guarantee you, it's a couple of $100 that he was doing it. I bet you it was a couple of $100. I see that nigga had a rack. Look, hold on, let's pull that rack up, pieces. Look at that rack that nigga got. Let's think about this. Hold up. I gotta play this one more time. He said, I got a rack. Hold on.
A rack of bills?
This the real flex.
That's the real flex.
This the real flex. When you say you got your status correct.
Like bills to me.
All that
no, I'm
bankroll, no. handling your business, and y'all taking this serious, then you understanding the power of correcting your status.
Correcting what status? But listen, this is what make this whole conscious stuff crazy. Correcting your status. Ask that nigga that he correct his status on that real ID that's getting ready to come. Cause them niggas, my stuff say I could pull my passport out. All my stuff say Sabir Bay, but you would never sit with me. So well, how did you do it, Sabir? I didn't pay $5,000 for that mug. That's for damn sure.
That part.
I didn't pay $5,000 for it, but goddamn, nigga, I gotta come up with a scam like that, brother RC. Listen, you don't. I showed y'all the other day about what it was if you take and use that. You're going to jail, my nigga. They just the feds. You think they're getting puffy, nigga? Shit, these niggas feds do investigation like right now. They don't do it at that time. They investigate you for 10 years. Did y'all know that? The feds.
Yep.
The feds investigate you for 10 years, G. You know why? Because they're gonna make sure they got a concrete motherfucking case. Concrete case. I've been doing it over 25 years, nigga. Why they ain't knock on my door yet? You think I'll be playing? I don't duck. I don't dodge. I'm on here twice a day. I don't play. But I'm the scammer though, right? Nigga, I'm the scammer. No, you pay me for my time. You pay me for what I know. And this is the problem with so-called black people. You don't respect the people. You want somebody to sell you something when you get in trouble. A brother hit me today and said, I sent you paperwork. Nigga, if you paid $200 something to sit and have my opinion on something, that's not me to go through your paperwork. You can pay me $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000, whatever I choose to. So if you pay me to sit with you one-on-one and give my thought or my opinion on something, that has nothing to do with the rest of the piece of the puzzle. Or you follow me? So what you can do is actually join the class tonight. I may do it. We get enough people. I got my brother. He already did. Okay. So you can ask that question. No, all five of who, brothers, sit down. I already did it. Let me tell you something. See, y'all keep saying this stuff. I brought Abdullah to Texas. I brought Abdullah and Taj to Louisville, Kentucky. Y'all don't know these things. I brought them there. It was only supposed to be KRS-One and myself. I made the brother went overboard, and actually, he didn't have enough money to pay for KRS-One. I was giving the money back to him. He said, no, brother, keep your money. I'll find a way to pay for KRS-One and his team. So when you see KRS-One, Abdullah, Taj Tariq Bey, I brought them to that room. But y'all don't know that. Okay? I always look out for people. Always.
Peace, Sister Foxy. Peace,
Foxy,
Sister Quay.
I have always done that with our people.
Peace. Happy Sunday.
Peace. Happy Cinco de Mayo Eve. It's actually tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo. So I've always done stuff for people, man. I have always done it, and I just laugh at all the stuff that y'all sending me now with these dudes and their videos, man. It's just too funny to me now. Very funny now.
But it's a lot of videos like that, and I just be like, it needs to stop. I block it. I report them because I'm tired of seeing the crap. It's annoying.
It really is, man. And it's annoying to me too, because people, what do you think about this, Sabir? What do you think about that, Sabir? Why don't y'all put some money together and just invite Sabir to a platform? Don't think that I'm supposed to spend my own money. I did it already. I went to places that a lot of these cats ain't never been to. Been there, done that.
And made videos.
And made videos and had a $900 bill, cell phone bill going live for y'all. This is Mexico. How many of y'all picked this up? That ain't no Photoshop, nigga. That's me at the pyramid in Mexico, talking to the Mexicans, right? And actually, it was a Mexican that actually took that picture. So, what is the connection between Mexico and us? I could tell you about all of those.
You really want to know is the question.
Yeah, but how about this one right here? I just did last night. My brother Jar said, nigga, you put that book together that quick. Y'all
Spider-Man.
Y'all don't even know about Cinco de Mayo. But we're gonna educate y'all real fast, okay? That's what I did last night. It's about 35 pages. Y'all want to get it? Get it. Trust me. You're gonna thank me later. How many of y'all ever heard about that war? How many of y'all heard about that battle? Raise your hand. How many of y'all heard about this battle? Let's see how serious we are, for real, for real. How many? You see how quiet it get?
Yep.
Look what he said. We talked about it. About 2 hours later, it was done. What I tell you? Damn. You know why? Because I'm a thorough researcher. Y'all have to understand I'm a veteran at what I do, making these connections. I had to go to, I got stuff in Mexico that y'all will probably never see. And this is the thing about Moors who sell y'all these things, or Black Indians are selling y'all these things and telling you about these particular places when they never went themselves because they never showed you. Now let's go here for a second. You ready? Let's listen up. And I may go down to San Bernardino. No, where are we? I might go down to, I don't know where I'm gonna go at today. I might go down to LA. It's too far for me to, I don't know. May go to San Diego. Who knows what we might do? But let me go here for a second. Listen up. Where's all my Mexican family at?
Your fight, and to my fellow Mexicans. Black people, did you guys know that Cinco de Mayo was also part of your fight? And to my fellow Mexicans, some of you guys want to celebrate our culture but stay quiet on anti-Blackness. When Cinco de Mayo is a proven factor of what happens when we unite and come together. Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day, but it is a huge battle and a huge win for Black and Mexican history. But we unite as one and call it Mexican history. In 1862, La Batalla de Puebla, 33 years after Mexico became a country and it abolished slavery. The French military, led by Napoleon, decided to go find more slaves. So they went to a nearby town called Puebla. Puebla was heavily populated by Afro-Mexicans.
Y'all know that?
And indigenous Mexicans. Now, this is during the time that a lot of the Black slaves were fleeing to the South, which the South was Mexico. The Mexican military was on the border protecting these Black slaves so the slave owners wouldn't cross to come and try to take them back. And Napoleon saw an opportunity to get more slaves for free. But you see, when he led the French military into Puebla, regular civilians came together, African slaves who are now Mexicans and indigenous Mexicans, and whooped the French's butt. If you went to the school in the United States, you're not going to learn about our unity because time and time again, we have shown that when we unite, we defeat the people that try to conquer us. So all this Latino hate from the Black community and all this anti-Blackness from the Latino community needs to come to an end when you guys realize that we're one and the same. Make sure you guys enjoy Cinco de Mayo and remember where our roots come from. And remember, divided, we stay conquered.
One more time. Did y'all know that? How many of you Black people knew that? Let's rewind that back one more time. Let's go back.
Black people, did you guys know that Cinco de Mayo was also part of your fight? And to my fellow Mexicans, some of you guys want to celebrate our culture but stay quiet on anti-Blackness. When Cinco de Mayo is a proven factor of what happens when we unite and come together. Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day, but it is a huge battle and a huge win for Black and Mexican history. But we unite as one and call it Mexican history. In 1862, La Batalla de Puebla, 33 years after Mexico became a country and it abolished slavery. The French military, led by Napoleon, decided to go find more slaves. So they went to a nearby town called Puebla. Puebla was heavily populated by Afro-Mexicans and indigenous Mexicans. Now, this is during the time that a lot of the Black slaves were fleeing to the South, which the South was Mexico. The Mexican military was on the border protecting these Black slaves so the slave owners wouldn't cross to come and try to take them back. And Napoleon saw an opportunity to get more slaves for free. But you see, when he led the French military into Puebla, regular civilians came together, African slaves who are now Mexicans and indigenous Mexicans, and whooped the French's butt. If you went to the school in the United States, you're not going to learn about our unity because time and time again, we have shown that when we unite, we defeat the people that try to conquer us. So all this Latino hate from the Black community and all this anti-Blackness from the Latino community needs to come to an end when you guys realize that we're one and the same.
Who is actually in Burkina Faso right now? Negroes always want to talk crazy. The French always had their hand in something. This is why when I moved out here, I started building with them, right? I told you, listen to what she said. Y'all better get this book right here. Oh, it would explain a lot of stuff to you, B. Y'all can email me right now. I can send it to you. Y'all don't get it? Oh, see, you got the Umars. Y'all like the Umar Johnsons and all these cats that sit up here and tell y'all these crazy lies, right? But listen up. I'm going to put my banner up here one more time if y'all want to get this book. And believe me, if you out here in California, holler at your boy. Let me know. Get the book. Let's talk. Teach this in schools. Let's get some teachers that have kahunas and will teach the real history. Let's go. Hold up. Let's go.
Battery 90%.
I knew it. Let's go.
Most of my Latino and Black people who are struggling to get food, clothes, and shelter.
I told you nobody brings it like this.
Most of my Latino and Black people who are struggling to get food, clothes, and shelter in the hood are so concerned with that that philosophizing about freedom and socialist democracy is usually, unfortunately, beyond their rationale. They don't realize that America can't exist without separating them from their identity. Because if we had some sense of who we really are, there's no way in hell we'd allow this country to push its genocidal consensus on our homelands. This ignorance exists, but it can be destroyed. Niggas talk about change and working within the system to achieve that. The problem with always being a conformist is that when you try to change the system from within, it's not you who changes the system, it's the system that will eventually change you. There is usually nothing wrong with compromising a situation, but compromising yourself in a situation is another story completely. And I have seen this happen long enough in the few years that I've been alive to know that it's a serious problem. Latino America is a huge colony of countries whose presidents are cowards in the face of economic imperialism. You see, third world countries are rich places, abundant in resources, and many of these countries have the capacity to feed their starving people and the children we always see digging for food and trash on commercials. But plutocracies, in other words, a government run by the rich, such as this one, and traditionally oppressive European states, force the third world into buying overpriced, unnecessary goods while exporting huge portions of their natural resources. I'm quite sure that people will look upon my attitude and sentiments and look for hypocrisy and hatred in my words. My revolution is born out of love for my people, not hatred for others. You see, most of Latinos are here because of the great inflation that was caused by American companies in Latin America. Aside from that, many are seeking a life away from the puppet democracies that were funded by the United States. Places like El Salvador, Guatemala, Peru, Colombia, Nicaragua, Ecuador, and República Dominicana. And not just Spanish-speaking countries either, but Haiti and Jamaica as well. As different as we have been taught to look at each other by colonial society, we are in the same struggle. And until we realize that, we'll be fighting for scraps from the table of a system that has kept us subservient instead of being self-determined. And that's why we have no control over when the embargo will stop in Cuba or when the bombs will stop dropping in Vieques. But you see, here in America, the attitude that is fed to us is that outside of America, there live lesser people. Fuck them, let them fend for themselves. No, fuck you. They are you. No matter how much you want to dye your hair blonde and put fake eyes in, or follow an anorexic standard of beauty, or no matter how many diamonds you buy from people who exploit your own brutally to get them, no matter what kind of car you drive, or what kind of fancy clothes you put on, you will never be them. They're always going to look at you as nothing but a little monkey. I'd rather be proud of what I am rather than desperately try to be something I'm really not, just to fit in. And whether we want to accept it or not, that's what this culture or lack of culture is feeding us. I want a better life for my family and for my children, but it doesn't have to be at the expense of millions of lives in our homeland. We're given the idea that if we didn't have these people to exploit, that America wouldn't be rich enough to let us have these little petty material things in our lives and basic standards of living. No, that's wrong. It's the business giants and the government officials who make all the real money. We have whatever they kick down to us. My enemy is not the average white man. It's not the kid down the block or the kids I see on the street. My enemy is the white man I don't see. The people in the White House, the corporate monopoly earners, fake liberal politicians. Those are my enemies. The generals of the armies that are mostly conservative. Those are the real motherfuckers that I need to bring it to. Not the poor, broke, country-ass soldier that's too stupid to know shit about the way things are set up. In fact, I have more in common with most working and middle-class white people than I do with most rich black and Latino people. As much as racism bleeds America, we need to understand that classism is the real issue. Many of us are in the same boat, and it's sinking, while these bougie motherfuckers ride on the luxury liner. And as long as we keep fighting over kicking people out of the little boat we're all in, we're gonna miss an opportunity to gain a better standard of living as a whole. In other words, I don't want to escape the plantation. I want to come back, free all my people, hang the motherfucker that kept me there, and burn the house to the goddamn ground. I want to take over the encomienda and give it back to the people who work the land. You cannot change the past, but you can make the future. And anyone who tells you different is a fucking lethargic devil. I don't look at a few token Latinos and black people in the public eye as some type of achievement for my people as a whole. Most of those successful individuals are just sellouts and house Negroes. But I don't consider brothers a sellout if they move out of the ghetto. Poverty has nothing to do with our people. It's not in our culture to be poor. That's only been the last 500 years of our history. Look at the last 2,000 years of our existence and what we brought to the world in terms of science, mathematics, agriculture, and forms of government. You know, the idea of a confederation of provinces where one federal government controls the states? The Europeans who came to this country stole that idea from the Iroquois League. The idea of impeaching a ruler comes from an Aztec tradition. That's why Montezuma was stoned to death government. You know, the idea of a confederation of provinces where one federal government controls the states? The Europeans who came to this country stole that idea from the Iroquois League. The idea of impeaching a ruler comes from an Aztec tradition. That's why Montezuma was stoned to death by his own people, because he represented the agenda of white Spaniards once he was captured, not the Aztec people who would become Mexicans. So in conclusion, I'm not going to vote for anybody just because they black or Latino. They have to truly represent the community and represent what's good for all of us proletariat. Porque si no, entonces te mando pa'l carajo, cabrón, gusano, hijo de puta. Seramos libres pronto. ¡Viva la revolución! ¡Que viva la revolución!
That's Montezuma right there. And yes, that's Mortal Technique. I told y'all, this is off the top, baby. Y'all don't want to have no real man conversation. That's Montezuma right there. Right? So go down there and go do some real research. And it comes out of this book. His picture is in here. How Spain became a world power, 1492 to 1763. Ain't that kind of crazy, right? So when you go down there to Mexico, actually, this is funny too. I don't know. We might go to Balboa Park. I don't know. But here you go. This was in Balboa Park. Did y'all know about this? It didn't say America, it said United States. Did y'all know about this? Oh, let's flip it around. Think about it, right? So when you down there, right? Again, most of these black scholars and these black leaders going to get stoned to death too, like Montezuma did. He took the side of the white Spanish because niggas are taking sides to this European. And so, well, brother, Cinco de Mayo has nothing to do with us, brother. We're black people. We foundational black people, brother. Let me show y'all something else. Y'all ready? So let me take you to Balboa Park real fast, brother. Let me help you out. This is down in Balboa Park. If y'all ever went down there, that's out here in Cali. Look at this. Spanish Louisiana. Look at the United States, bro. Look where the United States was at. Yeah. So the United States is a territory, bro. It's not.
It was a little bit. It was a little bit of something.
You know what I mean? Look, I can't make this up. Nigga, like y'all over here arguing with Mexicans when they know who they are. While you talking, I'm a black man. I told you, black people are landless, bro. I can have this conversation with anybody, homie. It would be off the chain. This is in Balboa Park, right? Oh, let me show you another one. So let me pull this up for 1 second. I told you I don't sit around and twiddle my fingers, brother. I go overseas, the whole 9 yards, baby. Hold up, and you could do it too. You see that? This is in Balboa's Park, Spain and the first. Let me see if I can blow this up. Look what it says in here. Look what it says about something happened in 1492 that changed the world. Do you know what it was? This is actually in Balboa Park. I was at a function there. Now I can go down there and do a lecture down there. You know, if somebody said, "Yo, brother, I got you," not $200 or $300, a couple thousand, I'll go down there and do it, no doubt. But see, I know black people don't want this because it's too much like right. They like the trauma, that trauma cup. Brother, we was the worst of the worst in slavery, brother. I'm gonna tell you, because we was the worst of the worst, and they put us through so much, brother. So much. But hold up. Am I upsetting somebody yet? So let's go down to LA for a second. Y'all ready? Hey, family, if you say American Moors are landless, then come to the cipher then. I'm going to help you out. This ain't the therapy session, but come on to the cipher. Let's be a man. Let's man up.
American Moors are landless.
That's okay. Let's be
Okay.
a man. Let's be up here for him. Let's help him out for a second. I told you, black people are mentally sick. They should get that book.
I'm not black.
So
I'm
he has
OJ.
land. He has land. He owns things.
Hold up.
Okay.
Let me
It's
help
in
you.
the whole, I mean, he just said American in the sentence.
Hold up. What that say right there, bro? Did it look like I made this book just now? I'm like Spider-Man. Oh, you can look up the book called The Land of the Moors too. Please go look it up. Look up The Land of the Moors. They should get that book too. I have another. When I was in Morocco. There's one book called The Land of the Moors. I do have it if y'all want to get it. But this is The Country of the Moors. Let's see when this came out. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I hope he can read that. It says 1877, right?
You think he can read?
1877, right? Hold up. Remember what that girl said? 1877, right? Oh, you don't want to do this. You don't really want it. You don't really want it. I'm going to get rid of you, brother, if you don't come on the feed. I think you better go run back to the foundational Black Americans or those Black Indian people. So let me show you something in LA. You ready? This is in downtown LA. Now, I think I might do a tour down there tomorrow again. This is in downtown LA. You see what that says? Cali de los Negros?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's in downtown LA. See how this works? That's downtown LA. How many people in LA knew about this? Well, let's take you to Spain real fast. Hold on. Let's go to Spain to show you what real work is, okay? Downtown LA, that's there, right? Let's go to Spain with my brother Percy, my brother Chris. We were filming in Spain. You can look this street up.
Conde Negro.
Make it make sense, brother Marcus. Okay, fam, I'm going to put you on timeout until you get a heart enough to show your face and come on the feed, okay?
Talking about Harsh Flies TV.
Yeah, that's okay, bro. I'm going to get him heart. Hopefully he can come on the feed. I'm going to put him on timeout. This is what you do to children. You put them in timeout. Conde Negro. There it is. All the way from California to Spain. That's us. In the
California sunshine.
That's in the heat, brother. That was like 124 degrees out this motherfucker, bro. Conde Negro. What does this have to do with the Moors in America? Because it's all connected. It's all connected once you understand the history. Y'all want me to show y'all some more? Let's go. Told you. We can have a field day with this, bro. It's only been an hour now. Look how much I got in. We're going to discount the music. So this is in Spain also, bro. This is a picture I took when I was there, 1576. Do you see where it says Morisca? Morisca? So what would that mean? Do y'all even know? This is in Spain. So those people were called Moors, Moriscos, Moranos, right? Now this is a plaque. Yo, this place right here is ancient. Albazin. This is like an old city in Spain, right? But let me give you the English version of this on the flip side of this. Here's the flip side of the same plaque. The same plaque. I told you I do real work. You see it right here?
America.
You see that's at Albacete after the Moors, who after they got kicked out, sell out by their own people. Oh my God. You see that? Same thing.
Take it from the butcher coming.
Y'all don't get it? So who brought them over here to the United States? No, anybody can come on the feed. The link is up. I just say come to the feed respectfully. Some of these people are sitting up here making up fake pages. That's why I want to know people who you are. So when I'm out and about, I know who my enemy is, bro. Yeah, can I give y'all some more music? Are we good? So again, I'm gonna celebrate Cinco de Mayo, baby. Once you understand history.
Yeah.
So don't let these people lie to you. Tell these cats, whoever show y'all watch, ask them to show you some proof. Ask them to show you what they're talking about. Don't tell me, or tell them to call Sabir Bey. Okay? Tell them to call me.
The Beer Bay Radio.
Let's go, y'all. Let's have some fun.
1492, you came upon these shores. 700 years, educated by the Moors. 17th century, genocide in the gun.
I'm doing what your teachers and your scholars are scared to do, y'all.
I got the kahunas. To market the African.
I got the kahunas. Come on, y'all.
Not gonna find. It's online.
I'm doing what they're afraid to do. What you think? I'm not losing out on something? Oh, I am. But I believe in freedom, brother. Truth. So don't come to me talking about we need to unify, baby. Y'all ain't trying to unify, baby. Y'all don't want unity. Share it out.
1492, you came upon the shores. 700 years, educated by the Moors. 17th century, genocide in the gun. Their passage blessed to market the African.
Shout out to my brother Son One from the Temple of Hip Hop. You won't find this online, but shout out to my brother Son One from the Temple of Hip Hop for this.
Peace, brother Sabir.
Peace, peace.
You came upon the shores. 700 years, educated by the Moors. 17th century, genocide in the gun. Their passage blessed to market the African.
My old newspaper in 2003. Where's y'all papers at? You know why? Because when you work, they're going to check your work, brother. Check. You got to mute your mic, brother. I hear a lot of feedback of somebody's mic. Nowhere but on this show, baby. With facts. I can rock out to this joint all day, bro. That beat is
Yeah.
This beat is crazy right here. Like, that's the Temple Hip Hop, baby. Son One. Shout out to the Temple Hip Hop, baby. I am a part of the Temple Hip Hop.
1492, you came upon the shores. 700 years, educated by the Moors. 17th century,
shout out to Stevie Wonder,
in the gun.
Original.
Their passage blessed to market the African.
Oh, did y'all share it out yet? Maybe just me. So that was my newspaper. And Stevie Wonder, I know Stevie Wonder personally. That's my G. That's my G, man. But I would love to share some stuff with y'all that he shared with me. But he may be listening to this right now, but it's none of y'all business. But it is what it is. Some people say he can see. Stevie Wonder can see. He can see. How do
Yeah,
y'all know?
better than most folk.
Yeah, he mentally can see what's going on while niggas run around calling themselves black people. And I understand why he would say certain things too. But you know, it is what it is, man. You know they banned his song Happy Birthday in Arizona. Did y'all know that? That song was banned in Arizona?
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember I told you that story you told me? It was banned. I was like, yo, y'all on this. And this is why people like y'all be surprised who really be listening to me, but they don't want to say nothing and they'll text me. Like I may get a text from him later on.
That was back when Arizona didn't recognize Martin Luther King Day.
They still don't recognize him.
Oh, they don't?
They don't. In reality, they don't. If it's not about money, brother, they don't care. I'm just being 100 with you. If it's not about money, they don't care. And you can mention my name to Stevie Wonder. He gonna definitely tell you who Sabir Bay is. That nigga go tell you. You talking about Sabir? I told you he gave me an iPhone before, a brand new iPhone. I remember that, and I broke it by mistake. Well, I dropped it in the elevator. But he know all of his albums is dope as hell. It's called Inner Vision. The beam is right here. Inner Vision. Songs in the Key of Life. Y'all don't get it? Shout out to my people from K-Day. That's my people from K-Day. 93.5 K-Day.
K-Day all day.
Ooh. You want to see some more Mexican people I spoke with? This is a while ago, though. You see that? Let me show you. You see that? She's not over there no more. But she used to work at K-Day, too. Y'all don't get who y'all talking to. Y'all think I'm one of these dudes that's striving for attention on social media. No. It's about the truth. So I'm going to share something else with y'all. He definitely knows. Circle, Songs in the Key of Life, Circle and Square, Inner Vision, Negroes with Eyes Can't See. So this was my newspaper. That's my newspaper I did in 2003. So everybody keep asking, why don't I talk about what's going on in America? I said, I already talked about what's going on in America. What else y'all want me to talk about? It ain't like you paying me. What is? It's not I'm not obligated to do it either. You can't compare me to Taj. I'm not Taj. Taj don't have little children. He has grown children. He don't have the responsibility that I have either. Because this is the job for y'all that don't understand this. To make all of this make sense, it's hard as hell. It's hard to make it make sense. And when you walk in rooms like this with KRS One, and he said that's the real Moore right there. Oh damn.
What's going on in America? Rex in effect. Check.
Man, and not Teddy Riley's Rex in effect. Shout out to Ted. Think of my brother Tommy Davidson a couple weeks ago. Shout out to my brother Tommy. Y'all need to listen to Tommy Davidson too. Oh, mention my name to many of these people. They're gonna actually tell you who I am. So I might do this tomorrow, brother. How many of y'all know about the governor of California? Now remember, I'm gonna go play something back one more time for y'all, okay? Hold on, let me pull this one up first. Let's do this. This is in downtown LA. Let's show you this, bro. There's no such thing as African American. This is in downtown LA. This is my brother Percy and I filming in downtown LA.
What? There's no such thing?
Hold on, what they say confirmed? Unable to verify. Hold on, what are they talking about? Hold up. They sending me something on what you call, man. I don't know what this is. Unable to verify. What is this? Which of these objects is straight? Hold on one second, man. TikTok be doing some crazy stuff. Which of these objects is worn on the head? Come on, man. TikTok be tripping. TikTok be giving you these puzzles, these quizzes, and stuff like that.
To prove that you're not a bot.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's kind of crazy, right? So look, this is in downtown LA. Did y'all know about this? Look. Did y'all know Mulatto Antonio was a Negro?
Negro.
You want to see another Negro? Look up. Luis was a Negro too. You see that? Luis.
And somebody was an Indio.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? But you got all these people. I'm Indian, brother. But these Indian Mexicans don't give a damn about us, brother. We're not Mexicans, brother. They don't. Mex means mix. Y'all should get with the lessons, B. Mex means mix. So let me ask y'all this question. How many of you ever heard of this or saw this before? Raise your hand. It's okay to say you didn't.
Los pobladores.
Yes. But Tariq and them would never tell you there was they say they were black people. There's no such thing as African Americans or black people. There is no such thing as African Americans or black people. How the hell these people want to? How did they go through all these different names when you are the originator? Let's play my Mexican sister one more time. You ready? Let's play her one more time. Let's go. Hold up.
Él es americano.
Hold up. Let's get some. We're gonna have some fun, y'all. You ready?
See.
Hey, Sabir. So when I go fill out a job application and they ask what is your race and ethnicity, they never have an option for more on it.
What you do, I tell people this all the time, and I do classes on this, brother. What people should do is, if it doesn't apply to you, create it.
Facts.
So if I just gave
they definitely give you the option for that.
Okay, what I said, you create your own box. Now y'all can drop me $125 in there for that.
Boom, bing bong.
Create your own box. When my children were born, fam, my children are put down as Asiatics as their race. I showed y'all these documents many times before. Many times. And how many times, what do I put, brother, when I was overseas?
American more.
So was that complicated? Did that cost you $3,000? And this is the thing about people who don't respect what I'm doing and think that they can come on the feed and get stuff for free. I told you I'm going to do a class after this. See, this is the thing about me, bro. Like, I do enough for people. Trust me. I'm not obligated to do it, but I don't charge you $3,000 or $2,000, which I can. And people always say to me, you should charge people all that money. So if I just gave you a $1 billion worth of game, then you can actually drop $125 in my Zelle or PayPal or Chime. So if it doesn't apply to me, I don't put that motherfucker down there. All my stuff said, y'all saw what I put down. All my stuff said, let me help y'all out just in case y'all don't know.
The Beer Bay producer, race Asiatic, nationality American more.
It says American more. That's going into Morocco. Nationality American more. I don't have no other name than my name. That's the ticket that you would buy going into Morocco. It says Sabir Bay. You don't get it yet?
I can quote it for you. I've seen it so much.
I know you quote it. See it so much. This is the crazy part. That's why they say all people got to do is pay attention.
That part.
They hear what they want to hear. That somebody comes in and say, well, brother, that's a lie, brother, because I'm going to tell you, you can get your status correction. You got to send me 3,000. No. I told you can sit with me on the phone and we can do it, or do a Zoom. Set it up in your city or your state. I'm not even trying to be funny smart. I'm just being real with y'all.
But this is said your true nationality is Hebrew Israelite.
He said Hebrew. Hebrew's a language. Come on, man. Don't feed into it. I told him I put him on time out. He came back. Now I'm going to get rid of him in a minute.
That was too funny, though.
Somebody better educate that boy on Hebrew. It's a language.
I tell people that all the time that Arabic and Hebrew used to be the same language at one point in time. So if the language used to be the same, then the religion had to be the same too.
It was called Aramaic. You could be a Christian and speak Aramaic or Arabic, and they still say Allah. That's language. So, again, I know what he's
saying. So just one more thing. I wanted to ask you though: if the bloodline of the Moorish people, us, we Moors, and we come from Phoenician, Moabite, Canaanite blood, why not identify with one of those instead of more? What's the
But you can.
benefit?
I do identify with that. But I did. But see, people don't
Right,
understand.
right.
See, the people don't understand the origin of why. The reason why you got something in your background, brother. The reason why I say the Moor is because the Moors, once you study this history, but it's so deep, brother. This thing is deep. I can't do it. I can't be on for 10 hours because it's not a lecture. Y'all not paying me $80, okay, for the lecture. So, in order for you to and again, these things y'all need to push on major platform because everybody want to be a goddamn expert in something, bro, and don't really know, right? So, the thing is that they pick people who are weak. This is why even when you listen to Bobby Womack's song Across 110th Street, looking for a pimp that's weak, a hooker that's weak, that's what they do. They look for the nigga that's weak, that's looking for fame. I'm not looking for fame. I've been around longer than a lot of these dudes. You don't notice, never say they're going to call Sabir, but don't think I'm going to bait you for free. Now, if it's a bigger major platform, then that's not a problem. I will come in and I will explain it to you, right? So, once you study the history, and this is why I went to all of these countries. I went to Spain. I went to Mexico. I went to all of these places in Morocco.
Went to Morocco, saw the treaties.
Places, brother, to combine these things, and it's too much for me to do. I have a life, I have responsibility, and I have children that my time is focusing on. Y'all not giving me the $4,000 to $5,000 for this. You're not. You nitpick at me on the feed to try to get something, but when I say you'll support it, you say, no, nigga, I ain't got it right now. But you got it for the car note. You got it for the basketball game that's going to come. So
I wish I could.
The thing is that when you hit that Morris piece, you can go back to the Cushite, back to the Moabites, back to all these people, because it's not a thing that you would get right there. But the one thing they don't want you to talk about is the history of the Moors. That was this right there. Once you understand, I told people to get this book. How many of y'all picked this up? Africa versus America. Believe me when I tell you, it's a lot that's in here. This book is $423 in Spanish. Somebody tried to go online and found it, but it wasn't the original one. This is the original one. Africa versus America. Once you study what happened, brother, how they forced the Moors and the Inquisition and Crusades, once they took you, you couldn't even practice Islam privately. They knew they would kill you. They had
Get down or lay down.
Had to baptize a lot of these Moors. And this is why you have the Moriscos. Where they at? This is why you have these people right here, bro. If you sit with a Mexican long enough, this is Morisco. This is another one. I bought this one in Spain. This whole book is Spanish, right? The whole book is in Spanish. I don't even speak Spanish, but I was over there trying to learn it to make the connection. This whole book is in Spanish. Guess how much the English version of this book is? Do anybody know? Go online and look it up. Go look up how much this book is online. I mean, in English. I'm going to give you the English version of the book. You ready? Watch this. Negroes always want something for nothing. But I bought the Spanish version. This one is $200 something. It's 505 pages. Let me just show you something. That's the original one. I mean, this is the English version of the book I just showed you. That book right there. And if you want this, I can send this one to you. But it's so much work, brother, in this that they're not interested in none of this. It's about a quick buck, bro. It's not about finding out what happened and what was going on. I'm not claiming to be a black scholar, brother. I don't want that. Remove that from me. I don't want to be part of none of that. I just want to be the dude that you drop off at any time and I just come and F up the whole platform.
Boom.
That's it. Because I have the receipts, bro. I got all the books I can tell you. They don't show you nothing, but they tell y'all things and you believe them. You believe them because it sounds good. And they dressed it up and they got people that will back them. And of course, they're going to back a lie. That's why you're not hearing this. So I'm not separate from none of that, brother. I am the Hebrew. Hebrew or Hebrew is just a language. That's all it is. That's all it is. But ask these dudes who y'all cheerlead to ask them where their information is from. Where did they get it from? Okay? Don't say believe because the belief system is totally different. You have to know, family. There's a difference between.
I say lie in that.
Let me make this clear for this brother. There's a difference in believing, and nobody wants to put the work in. Let me tell you something. Let me just go back again. Facts, as you know, can always prove true. They could be counted, measured, or documented in some way. Opinions of what people believe or think. If you take the word believe and you look up the word believe, you're going to see lie in between belief. I deal with facts.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody got facts, I can play some more music until y'all get it together. Okay? Let's go. Go get your scholars.
What you gonna play now?
Go get your scholars. I open it up to you and anybody. Let's go. Take the word believe. You loosen up the word believe, you're going to see lie. Let's talk about facts. They don't want to deal with this. And this is why you can't blame no more. You can't blame nobody because of what you're doing. Because these dudes on social media, it's like crazy with it. I'll be like, people be sending me stuff to respond to things. I'm like, nigga, what y'all want me to say? You can talk about me, even that Negro Top Cat. All them niggas can say what they want to say. If you believe these cats, then tell them to put up some money. I'm not battling none of these cats just to be battling them cats to make them famous. The key to all of this, you're going to have to keep that mug. And that's the one thing they won't be able to do because they have no facts. They have none of that. They're watching other people's videos and trying to get information from it. So when you dig into this information, you start seeing things like this. Hey, family, I keep trying to tell y'all keep typing. I'm gonna put you on timeout. The next time I'm gonna get rid of you. That's all I'm saying. I don't need nobody to follow me. I'm giving y'all that floor. So this is Pio Pico.
Pio Pico.
This is the first governor of California. Remember, you have to find out when California was California, people. You have to find out when California was. They let you know when you walk into the motherfucking courtrooms, my G.
No lies told.
I'm lying. They'll say founded in what time? They'll tell you that. Founded in 1700s, right? So, remember what I just showed you. How many people saw this? I should do a video down there again. How many people saw this? These were children that put this together. Right? These were children. Okay, family. I'm going to get rid of you, Harsh TV Truth. I'm going to get rid of y'all. Thank you very much. I gave you the opportunity, but now I'm going to block you for eternity, okay? I thank you for joining me. So when you make another page, hopefully you could be man enough to have some balls to come on the feed. So peace, brother. I keep trying to tell you, I ain't got time for people like that. Come to my YouTube. I won't bring nobody on Instagram. Please come to YouTube. Let me put my YouTube banner up here one more time. YouTube, please come to and subscribe to the channel when you get over there, okay? You can subscribe to Sabir Bey YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel right now. Sabir Bey. Or you can subscribe to Before 1492. Or you can subscribe to Sabir to Get To. Either one of those channels you can subscribe to. Okay? I don't bring people on TikToks and Instagrams. You can come to YouTube. So I'm on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. You can go here. You can subscribe to this channel. This is the main channel. Or you can subscribe to this channel. So that's Pio Pico. And it tells you that he's descendant of an African. Let me help y'all out. Give me 1 second. Let's give you another view of Pio Pico. And that's why the sister said this stuff is not being taught in school for a reason. They have to have y'all going at it with each other. I'm not even from California, but damn, I've been out here long enough. Here you go right here. That's Pio Pico. Do you see where it says Pio Pico? Right here. Mexican of African descent. Ooh, damn. Let me zoom. Do y'all see it? Let's zoom in that part right there. Do y'all see it? African descent. Well, they don't like black people. Black people don't like black people. We hate each other. Seriously. We hate each other on so many levels of this thing, man. And I don't take sides with nobody, no group, no club. I'm here to present the truth to you. and I do the footwork. Let's move down a little further. Let's show you another one. And I'm going to go back to that sister again, what she said. Let's blow this up again. Little children did this. Children did this. Grade school kids. We not even we teaching our kids slavery. We're going to teach them slavery, brother. You ain't slave. Just be obedient, get a good job, and good education. Here you go. Look at this. 44 persons. 44
from northwestern Mexico founded the city of Los Angeles, and over half of them were of African descent.
Thank you. So what would this? Are y'all being taught any? I mean, come on. I know I got some school teachers on here. Are they being taught this in school? Or y'all afraid to tell the truth? Y'all don't get this? See, this is what Carter G. Woodson said. I'm going to quote Carter G. Woodson from The Miseducation of the Negro. Carter G. Woodson said, a black teacher is nothing but a white teacher, because you're teaching the same exact thing, thinking we're supposed to be better. A black teacher is nothing but a white teacher. A black teacher, this is the miseducation of the Negro, it's nothing but a white teacher. And this is why he said when you can control a man's thinking or female, you don't have to worry about their actions. So y'all keep talking about, yeah, brother, but the white man, I'm going to tell you, brother. But we're going to keep Sabir Bay away from everybody because, you know, I may not get my pension. I don't get a pension. I don't even get super chats, nigga. Niggas, I ask for donations. Niggas think I be complaining. I'm not. I can do this all day long and just do my classes and be fine. But get the books and study your history, babe. We're not separate from Mexicans. How many of y'all know about the Treaty of Guadalupe? Raise your.
What's that?
How many of y'all know about the Treaty of Guadalupe? Let me know. Treaty, nigga, what the treaty? Treaty, nigga, what you talking about? Treaty ain't gonna do with us. Treaty of Guadalupe, let me know what y'all think. Let's see how smart these people are. I've been on here for what, an hour and 37 minutes. They haven't figured it out. If you heard of it, please tell me about it. If y'all heard of it. Oh, it's in the California Constitution. I showed it to my brother yesterday. Didn't I? Am I lying, Jar?
Facts.
He brought it up. I said, I'm gonna grab the Constitution of California and pull it out. So most Mexicans had to be classified as white in order to get something. Most black people who come from other countries in the Caribbean had to be classified as white too. That's the Treaty of Guadalupe right there in the Constitution. Oh, let's go a little closer. Do that say Treaty of Guadalupe in the California Constitution? Oh, y'all better read this mug, bruh. Y'all don't get it? How many of y'all really been through Mexico? Not you tourist part. I mean, walk. I was in certain places. I was like, damn, this looked like I'm in Spain. But it's a lot of, this is the crazy part. They call it architecture in California Spanish, right? That's what they say. But it's not Spanish. It's called Moorish.
Spanish tile, Spanish S-tile roofs.
Yeah, it's Moorish. But black folks don't know the history. That's why. Let me see if I can pull it out real fast.
Like paella.
Yeah, even paella. If you looked up horchata, oh, this is right here. This is what looks like. I bought this in Spain. All this I bought this in Spain. I have many other books I bought in Spain. But the crazy part is, right? When you go to Spain, watch this. Hold up. Y'all think I be playing? Hold up. Y'all thought it was Spanish? Oh, bruh. Let me help y'all out. Next time you eat that, make sure you know about Moorish paella.
Shout out to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, Boricua, Borana, Boricua. Spanish. It's a Moorish dish. Yeah. Give me the black man's dish. Somebody said chitlins the other day. I said, I'm done. You can say chitlins. Well, let's see something else. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I might be spelling it wrong. Give me 1 second. Let me see something, y'all. Give me 1 second. Look up Morris horchata. You want to see that history too? You want to see more history?
Sure, why not?
Of mankind is ignorance. Exactly. That's the worst enemy. Ignorance is a mug. That's why you say you cite facts. Give me 1 second. You see it?
Facts over feelings. Facts over feelings.
So you
Facts
see it?
over feelings.
You see it right here, brother? There it is. So next time you see somebody talk about horchata,
Oh, the Moors brought horchata.
here it is. Oh, they don't show you this. You want to know? In order to erase the whole history, they have to say it was somebody else. Damn.
Mm.
Oh, start the camera. Oh, come on.
Oh, another Mexican dish inspired by the Moors is tacos al pastor.
Peace, brother George.
It's over. Jar, you might have to take over for 1 minute so I can figure out my camera thing, bro. I'm at to start my stream yard. You can keep talking.
George L. Bay.
All right, for sure.
1 second. I gotta restart this. Where did death come from? Don't want to die. Do we really die? Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna start this over. Give me 1 minute.
Okay, bet.
I don't know what's going on. Computer reload. Give me 1 second.
But yeah, all you gotta look up is like they call it like Arabic. So you look like Arabic or Middle Eastern inspired foods in Mexico, and they'll give you a whole list.
Oh,
Tell you
wow.
all the stuff the Moors basically brought into Mexico because there were certain spices and things that weren't present there, so they substituted certain things and created these dishes. But so I mean the connections are deep from even going into Texas with Corpus Christi. They have the celebration of Moros y Cristianos.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yep, and they also celebrate it in the Dominican Republic, and they have a dish called Moros y Cristianos, which is like black beans and rice.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this stuff is deep. Y'all think it's a joke? It's deep. It's a whole bunch of connections to this stuff.
I went all the way over to the DR. I don't even know if I had that.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, it's not what you come. I don't know what's happening on here, but anyway, I'm almost done anyway. So the slides is up here. That's all. I just go back to the days of not having camera. So listen, I'm almost finished, y'all. So I'm gonna show y'all a little bit more photos of
That's real radio right there. No video.
Hey, that's real radio. So we was there, and again, I may take this trip back down here again for Pio Pico. Okay, but I'm gonna show you something else for y'all don't understand the history for Cinco de Mayo. Dude, you don't have to believe nothing I'm saying. I want y'all to research what I'm saying. Here you go, right here. Cinco de Mayo. The battle, Pablo, 1862 is not directly linked to participation of black slaves. However, the holiday holds historical significance of African Americans because they represent victory for Mexicans. Look at this. Now, who was actually in Burkina Faso? Who they kick out? Who did they kick out? French, right? Oh, French got their hands in everything, boy. These motherfuckers, y'all talk about you love the United States, boy. Y'all better understand history, B. Y'all better study history. They kicked the French out. But y'all love the enemy. Y'all love the enemy. You kiss the enemy. You try to speak like him. I'm gonna go to France and speak ooh wee wee la la. I want to go to France. I was in France, but I was in Marseille. I stayed in Marseille. I didn't stay in. I never wanted to go to Paris. I stayed in Marseille. So let's go to this sister one more time.
Did you guys know that Cinco de Mayo is also part of your fight? And to my fellow Mexicans, some of you guys want to celebrate our culture but stay quiet on anti-blackness. When Cinco de Mayo is a proven factor of what happens when we unite and come together. Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day, but it is a huge battle and a huge win for Black and Mexican history. But we unite as one and call it Mexican history. In 1862, La Batalla de Puebla, 33 years after Mexico became a country and it abolished slavery, the French military, led by Napoleon, decided to go find more slaves. So they went to a nearby town called Puebla. Puebla was heavily populated by Afro-Mexicans and indigenous Mexicans. Now, this is during the time that a lot of the Black slaves were fleeing to the south, which the south was Mexico. The Mexican military was on the border protecting these Black slaves so the slave owners wouldn't cross to come and try to take them back. And Napoleon saw an opportunity to get more slaves for free. But you see, when he led the French military into Puebla, regular civilians came together, African slaves who are now Mexicans and indigenous Mexicans, and whooped the French's butt. If you went to the school in the United States, you're not going to learn about our unity, because time and time again, we have shown that when we unite, we defeat the people that try to conquer us. All this Latino hate from the Black community and all this anti-Blackness from the Latino community needs to come to an end when you guys realize that we're one and the same. Make sure you guys enjoy Cinco de Mayo and remember where our roots come from. And remember, divided, we stay conquered.
That's what they try to tell y'all. Well, Mexicans don't like us. Well, we don't like each other. How about that part? Let's be realistic. We hate each other on so many levels, bro. And I don't even have hate in my heart for nobody, but I will always stand on truth. That's the one thing I will do. So we got somebody else on the feed before I get off here, y'all. So I'm gonna put my email up here again. Who we got on the feed? Come on, y'all. Can we get off here? I have stuff to do. I may try to get this class together for later on, but my email is sabirbayradio@gmail.com. Again, you ain't got to believe nothing I'm saying. I guarantee you, when you research what I'm saying, you're going to believe. You're going to not believe. You're going to know what I'm talking about is true. So again, let me show y'all what I travel with when I go overseas. That's how I move around overseas. I take every goddamn book with me to try to figure this whole thing out. And again, I told y'all this, I may make it look like it's easy, but it's hard as hell. It is very hard. I don't have thousands of dollars like that at all. All right. And I don't sit up here and complain nor pimp you. But if you want to sit with me, yes, the price is going to definitely go up. This is another map, brother, that was in the museum over in Spain. Hold up. This is another one. Give me 1 second. That's a map. Y'all know I just came back from Portugal. That's the map in Seville right there. Look how close this stuff is. That's on the wall in Spain. And this is the route.
Wow, that's a real map.
No, that's on the wall. That's there. Inside the archives where I went to. Ain't that crazy? Man, to see that map, brother, is crazy. Let me get
Is that close? What
is that close, brother? This is a map. That's why when you hear what the lady said, if you learn it in school, you ain't gonna learn that. Everything when you go to these places, B, and that's why we only speak one language. How many languages other people speak? Multiple languages.
3, 4.
Okay, we not taught that, and it's a reason why. But you get mad and tell them people to speak English. You scared to tell these Europeans to go back home. That's a map. I got a whole lot of stuff I was in. Man, if I show you the pictures that was in there, bro, it's insane. Let me give a shout out to my brother Zaid. This is in Tunis before I go, y'all. His brother, if y'all really want to talk about revolution, his brother right here is the one that sparked the Arab Spring. Him. This is in North Africa. We sitting in Tunis in a restaurant. That's the Morris Chief post I gave him. This is in North Africa, in Tunisia. His name is Zaid. His brother is the one that set itself on fire for the Arab Spring. He kicked the Arab Spring off. His brother did. So imagine, y'all have no idea who and what I truly, truly know, bro. Just because I don't talk about it, y'all don't give me the thousands of dollars for it. but you can actually purchase the books if you want to get the books. And I want to give a shout out to this young brother who drew this in Philadelphia. Again, I'm going to give a shout out to him. This is in a community center in Philadelphia. That nigga drew me to the T. You know, so shout out to the young brother who actually put that together. And again, people, it's not about following nobody. It's about you doing your due diligence to support the real people who put the real work in. I don't need you to believe me. I want you to do the research and then prove me wrong on what I'm saying. That's it.
I remember that painting at the KRS-One concert.
Yeah. You follow me? So do your due diligence. Right? And I'm going to put this book up here one more time. This is the one I just got done. If y'all would like to purchase it, please email me. I can send it directly to you, or we can have this conversation, because I'm damn going to have some conversation with my Mexican family. I want y'all to look up that battle. And if you have access to the book, get this book, holler at me and get the book off me. It's 35 pages. 35 pages. Cop the book. I'm going to put my banner back up here one more time. All right? Because I am getting tired. All right? So, if you are sincere, then what you can do is look out. So, I'm going to sit up here, Brother Jar, figure out how we're going to do this class, brother. Even if it's you and I. If you know, we're going to make it happen, Captain.
All right, for sure.
Okay, so y'all better hit me up. Drop the money in Zelle, PayPal. When I tell you what the price is, that's your fault. But I do got to go, man. I got to get myself together. I'll be missing my whole days dealing with y'all. But listen up, okay? I got to play my brother Constant Flow,
Battery
Immortal
80%.
Technique. This is called The Devil's Maze, baby. Let me show y'all more books. I'm going to show y'all some more books.
I'm in Manhattan's mass transit, underground, can't panic, being chased through the maze like phantasm. I'm a lab rat in this pants labyrinth. I made it to the end, but they won't let me in, so I'm breaking the pin of they door hinges. I put these door hinges in your 4 inches. It's a 4 centuries. Now walk into these war trenches with poor victims and corpse in them, deformed infants with autism and morticians are tormented and starving on us with stomach pains. These Hunger Games ain't no audition. Freddy Krueger with his jaw missing. Edgar Hoover go cross pressing. It's small prison. They don't want to let us free, so I'm fighting for my people. See my life through the eyes of this keyhole, cause they got it locked like Heathrow. Like Gaza's dropped in the Warsaw ghetto, with a sword off that'll ward off devils. With a freshman or a sophomore level, we born as rebels with a sword to settle. So you better watch for the obstacle course. They don't want to stop no probable cause, just another plot, psychological war. But I call shots like a mafia boss. Tropical storms, levees breaking this metal cage. We mental slaves, so we elevate this devil's maze till it's heaven's gate, then we get away.
Freedom isn't free, nigga, it comes with a price. And what the fuck good is money when you pay with your life? You niggas calling God's name when you don't want to die. You never said a fucking word while you was alive. Success isn't free, nigga, it comes with a price. And what the fuck good is money when you pay with your life? You niggas calling God's name when you fall for the top. You never said a fucking word before making it drop.
My soul trapped in that contract, Ghostbuster contraption, casket, Sony builder like 9/11, get blown up the same fashion, crashing, no love for my passion, that's it, so fuck it, I'm blasting, bastard, showed up with my faction, phalanx, cold-blooded assassins, rapping, they wanna kill us, only could the realest people fill us in the aura, will outlast them, sorta like Cloud Atlas, these rap peasants have that Kevorkians malpractice, from California to Arizona, these border towns that access, they calling us brown fascists, pero no somos nosotros, nosotros macheteros, hasta lo rico, lo pobre, lo callejero, on a kamikaze like mission, no paparazzi who's flicking, that's CIA, AK Ultra, if you pop a molly, you snitching, woo! We not alike and my copyrights should go missing. It's a homicide, let the llama like that Maserati, you whip it. Woke up in that new Bugatti, but they slept on that Illuminati. They getting paid forever slaves and they rest the places this devil's made.
Freedom isn't free, nigga, it comes with a price. And what the fuck good is money when you pay with your life? You niggas calling God's name when you don't want to die. You never said a fucking word while you was alive. Success isn't free, nigga, it comes with a price. And what the fuck good is money when you pay with your life? You niggas call.
Those are my Mexican brothers. Moroccan brothers. This is in Morocco. Pay attention. They are Moroccans. Watch this.
God's name when you fall for the top, but never said a fucking word before making
Morocco. Watch this. All Morocco. What y'all thought they looked like? That's my brothers from Morocco. So don't get it twisted, B. I do the real work. I don't separate my people. I don't separate my people, bro. Not at all. So if y'all want to have a real conversation with me with some real receipts, holler at your boy and let me know. I'm game. But don't ever try to think I'm supposed to do something that you want me to do. And you ain't putting $1 behind it. Okay? So reach out to me, email me. Shout out to my sister, Sonny Patterson. I love this sister. I should play her song. Who want to hear Sonny before we go?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's hear Sonny Patterson. Let's play my sister Sonny. She bumped into me in the airport. She said, Sabir, I was in Atlanta airport. When I was leaving you, Marcus.
Oh, yeah.
She said, Sabir, she called me on the phone and I had to walk all the way back to her. She said,
Crazy.
I just saw you walk past me. So let me
Everybody go through Atlanta airport.
I know. That was so funny. So we're going to play her real quick, y'all. I got to give a shout out to my sister, Sonny.
So I'm from a stock that pitch cocktail bombs and hand grenades. We pour cayenne pepper around the perimeter of a building to keep the police dogs at bay. I'm the Panther Party in a Desire housing projects in New Orleans. I'm a nigga turning the gun on the National Guards. Take a long, long look. I'm a cook in the kitchen asking the missus to taste the dinner. Take a long, long sip, cause death ain't always this good. It's eyes popping out they sockets. It's a lifeless body rocking backwards and forwards. It's a boy stabbed 40 sometimes in front of church house. It's a man 43 years old stuffing his penis in a 9-year-old girl's mouth. No, death don't always taste good. Just don't sound like something I want to eat often. I hear them say it was like a train came through the room, left mama so depressed she was unable to move until one day, a few months after the hurricane. Husband and child found the Trinity bloody in bed. His wife, son, a daughter dead. And on the end table, there was a letter that read, I couldn't stay here, not for 1 minute longer. And it made no sense for me to leave here alone. Because who would take care of my babies with their mama gone? I'm telling you, death ain't always good. It'll leave you finning for water and food. It'll riddle up your body in an Ottoman ballroom. They'll El Hajj Malik El Shabazz you, crown you king, then dethrone you in a Lorraine hotel. They'll disfigure your body to where folk can't tell if you Emmett Till or not. Tell them, mama, keep that casket open. Let all the world see it ain't just burning in Mississippi. Hell is hot wherever you be. From the rooftop to the cell block. Step on up to the auction block. Bend over. Touch your toes. So show your teeth. Lift her titties. Examine his balls. It damn near sounds like a hip-hop song, but it's slavery at its peak. A circus for all the freaks. They'll warn you, caution when you speak. Can't afford the truth to leak, but we'll say blessed are the meek, and all the ones who make peace, and all the ones who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness. For we say theirs is the kingdom. Earth is their inheritance, so no matter how treacherous, they'll try to trap us in them trenches. They'll dig deeper ditches, but all that matters is this: which side will we pick? Which path will we choose? Either win or lose, because death don't come in vain. Not for us to remain enslaved or our spirits to remain in cages. It comes so we might be courageous to fulfill our obligation to our God and all creation and stand in determination, able to look death in the face and say, we made it. We made it.
That's why I said some of y'all not ready to die. Go mention my name is Sonny. That's my sis. I got one more for y'all. I gotta represent my sister Sonny Patterson. Yes, she will put chills in you, brother. Let's go. Almost finished. Let's go.
We know this place, for we have glanced more times than we'd like to share into eyes that stare with nothing there behind them but an unfulfilled wish and an unconscious yearning for life. Though death rests comfortably beside us at night, their moans are louder. They come to visit the guards at the gate and they stay until morning, torturing their guilt-ridden insides. The silent cries of the keepers are louder than the booms that come from the guns they use to occupy the space. And we know this place, for we have seen more times than we'd like to imagine. Bloated cadavers floating through waters of a city gone savage, foraging the land for what can be salvaged, but what can be saved when all is lost. It happened in August, 29 days in. We are now 5 days out of the only place we knew to call house and home. Few things are certain. 1, we have no food. 2, there are more bodies lying at the roadside than hot plates being distributed, or first aid being administered, or recognition as a citizen. 14th Amendment, X. Refugee, check. And we know this place. It's ever changing yet forever the same. Money and power and greed, the game. They suck and devour the souls of the slain. What a feast for the beast at their table of shame, with napkins round necks to catch the blood that drains from the flesh they chew. It's hell again, and we know this place, huh? All too well. Dank with the smell of death and doom. It hovers, it smothers. No growth, no room, no pretty, no please, just gray, just gloom, just born me a hope, and it died too soon. Just jucking, just jiving, just living. We just fools, and we know this place is decked in all its array and splendor. Golden streets with good intentions capture our attention. Gadgets and inventions, pesticide the food supply, flu-like symptoms, diabetic condition, a cancer in the system, health on hold. It's a pistol to the temple. Go run to your churches. Tell Reverend it's simple. Good works and good deeds is what equals redemption. But tell me, please, Jesus never mentioned how these churchmen get extensions on freedom while children are being fondled from the altar to the streets, then back to the sanctuaries. It's kind of scary, ain't it, to know that both the prophet and the priest practice deceit, then come to the people and claim peace, peace. They come to the people and claim love, love. But where is the peace, huh? Where is the love? Where is that balm in Gilead that can heal the wounded soul or make the half man whole? I swear we know this place, because we have vowed before never again to return. But here we are, we back in the desert, dry mouth and thirsting for waters from heaven. But come children, rally round, and maybe together we can make a sound that'll shake the trees or rattle the ground, make strong our knees. We's a freedom bound, and we know this place. Reclaim the crown, hold on to the prize, never put it down. Be firm in the stance, no break, no bow. Gotta forward on mamas, make your move now. Forward on babas, make your move now. Forward, dear children, cause freedom is right now.
Shout out to my sister Sunny, man. Y'all don't understand what this thing is about, what I be doing. So shout out to Sonny Patterson, always, man. Listen, y'all, do some research. Stop letting these people tell lies to you. And if they did a video about me, tell them to be a man or a woman and come to the cipher with me. I thank y'all so much. I got to get ready. I got to call my brothers up and see what's happening. If anybody interested in what I'm talking about, please email me. Okay? So, I hope y'all got something from this. And let me put my banner back up here one more time. There it is right there. Don't act like you don't see it. And also go to my X, Real Sabir Bay on X, Real Sabir Bay on Instagram. You know, TikToks, whatever. But I thank y'all so much for joining me, man. Peace.
Peace.
And I love you back, family. No doubt. And I love you back. We effing with love, Sabir. No doubt. Peace.